The Commanders have found their next superstar. Today's video, we will be discussing a player who was drafted in the 2024 season. Not only excelled his rookie year, but is looking to take that next step his second year. We're going to be talking about Mike Sainristil. I'm your host, Azael Mejía, with Commanders Digest, reporting anything Washington Commanders offseason, regular season, and anything between. So if you want to be caught up to date, everything Commanders, make sure to run it up, subscribe to the channel right here. Yes, we can talk about more than one player on the Commanders, believe it or not. We're going to be talking about Mike Sainristil on how he's developed not only throughout his rookie year, but also during the offseason training sessions, and looking to take more of that leadership role already in his second year. I got the stats, I got the quotes, I've done the research for you, believe it or not, so you don't have to. We're going to be breaking it down, but before we do that, if you're a new watcher, new viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we do have a subscriber goal trying to hit 500, yes, 500 subscribers by week 1 of the NFL season. Game 1 for the Commanders is in 7 weeks. You know, we're getting closer and closer. I mean, that's how time works. But nonetheless, really do appreciate everybody who, the smallest of things, leaving a like, comment, sharing, even watch time. The longer you watch the videos, the better the algorithm picks it up, more people watch it. So really do appreciate it. So if you're new here, subscribe. Now, if you're a returning viewer, you can also help, because 87.5 of y'all who are watching the videos are not subscribed. That's crazy, because for the free skis, doesn't charge you nothing, and it takes like 2 seconds. So really do appreciate anybody who subscribe. It's so easy. You can legit subscribe while you're watching the video. That's all. YouTube just does everything for you. But back to the video. Mike Sainristil looking to take more of that leadership role, heading his second regular season. We're going to give you a little bit of his lore, his background, before we get into specifics on recent quotes about him. Mike Sainristil was drafted back in the 2024 season, second round 50th pick. Now, people have even his draft stock, his draft profiles, and more of his not progression, but more of his criticism are about his size, even though your boy's the same height as him, but his average size, him being 5'10", 182 pounds. He is 24 at the moment, but throughout his birthday's in October, I do believe October, so he will be turning 25 this upcoming season. Still on the younger side. We're going to be breaking down what certain recent reports have said about him on his progression, on what he could look like heading to his second year. We have this quote by Brandon Austin from Pro Football Network. I know it's a Fat Daddy quote. Sorry about that. People be talking in paragraphs nowadays, but we're going to break it down. Read along if you want to, but I'm going to read for you. Mike Sainristil quickly became a key contributor for the Commanders after being selected in the second round of the 2024 draft. The former Michigan standout started 19 games, including playoffs, finishing with 90 regular season tackles, fourth most on the team, and making his presence felt in big moments. Sainristil notched 14 pass breakups and 2 interceptions in the regular season, then added 4 more breakups and 2 picks during the Washington playoff run. Initially deployed as a slot receiver, Sainristil shifted outside due to injuries and excelled despite concerns about his size. W quote by Brandon, L reading towards the end by me, but we're going to be breaking it down. We love to see it. He was a standout in Michigan, which is pretty crazy that he fell all the way to the second round, but Washington took advantage. If you've seen our other videos about other defensive players, you will know that the Commanders in the 2023 season were dead last when it came to pass defenses. So to go out and change that, it's progress. It's progress. You went from 2023 being the worst pass defense to 2024 going all the way to top 3. So we love to see it. It makes sense why they hit the NFC Championship, because defenses win championships, and to have a rookie just excel on that, it was a big, and nonetheless, it was a big mission, big objective for not only Sainristil, but the all defensive side of that secondary, to get this, this organized franchise that couldn't make up their mind of what the direction to go, to get certain people out. We're not going to mention names, but then bring in the right people, take certain people out, bring in new people to change the aura, to change the feeling, to change the culture for the Commanders. And Sainristil is definitely a part of that. He definitely has improved this pass defense. And it makes sense. We talk about the 14 pass breakups. He was top 10. He was top 10 in pass breakups last year, and he was a rookie. So to make that type of progression, to put in that type of work, to put in that type of example for this team is great to see. We also have another quote by Brandon Austin saying Sainristil's championship pedigree and playmaking instincts have made him a coach staff favorite. Heading into his second season, Sainristil is expected to take on a larger leadership role. He should be a cornerstone in Dan Quinn's revamped defense as the Commanders continue to build around their promising young core. Brandon is cooking right now. We love to see it. So throughout the off season, throughout the regular season, how he just has that poise. He has the desire to always get better, always improve, which we love to see. You need them dogs. It goes with the narrative that the Commanders have been putting out. AP and gang, Adam Peterson gang, is to always get better. Always, because your spot is not guaranteed. Just because you were the guy last year doesn't mean you're going to be the guy this year. So to have Sainristil already in his second season, they're expecting him to have a leadership role, which is great. And I love this. Towards the end, just a promising young core. Like I said, Sainristil will be turning 25 later in the season. You do have Quan Martin at the free safety position, 25 years old. Noah people have helped me in the comments, like, just call him Iggy. Iggy, nickelback, 25. You also have Trey Amos that you just drafted, 23, playing that second right cornerback. We love this. This is a young core, and just Sainristil setting that example, setting that fire not only for himself but his other teammates. You know, because it's not. I don't want to say jealous. It could be jealousy, but it's just gonna motivate everybody. They see, yo, this dude, he's getting all this hype, he's getting all this praise, and it just motivates everybody else. Because, like I said, just because you were the guy last year doesn't mean you're gonna be the guy this year coming up. So to have him take on more of a leadership role, and then I don't want to say it's. Because you do have Marshall Lattimore and you do have Jonathan Jones. But, you know, they the vets. Some other people are going to call them the TikTok brain rock kids. But you know what I mean. So they're saying more. So Sainristil could be the leader of the secondary. And more so Marshall Lattimore and Jonathan Jones know this sort of role, that this is not their team. That the idea, the face of this defense should be Sainristil. And when everybody agrees on something, if everybody can agree on who could be the leader, that just makes everybody's lives easier, because you don't have these disorganized lineups and all these disorganized ideas and everything in between. So it's great to see that already in the second year, Sainristil is going to be taking a larger leadership role. We're also going to see a quote by Jeremy Brenner from Sports Illustrated saying Sainristil caught some rhythm towards the end of his rookie season, but he has to ensure that he catches on beyond the first year of his career. The Commanders will rely on Sainristil a little more in his second season, so the defensive success is somewhat dependent on him. Okay, we love to see it. Just we have some ideas on this quote. Yes, he did catch fire, especially in the playoffs. He really clutched up. But y'all remember that Lions game, and specifically, my boy was lighting it up. And I don't want to say everything relies on him, but yes, if you're gonna take on that leadership role, they're giving him credit for the defensive success. So he's gonna have to take, that example. He's gonna have to take that L when the defense doesn't perform, because it is good if they're putting all the eggs in one basket in him. You're like, this is your secondary, this is your team. You make the decisions on the field. You make the decisions. If audibles have to be called, make that adjustment. If you see something, a play developing, put a stop to it. We love to see them taking and if it goes both ways. It's not just Sainristil wanting to be the leader, but it's also them trusting him. And they, based off what we've seen, what he's done in the rookie season, what he's done throughout the offseason training camps, it's just great to see that he has developed into that type of player for the Commanders. Because, like I said, the secondary for a long, long time has, not performed the best at 2023 being dead last, and now being hyped up, the secondary going all the way to top 3, and now you make these adjustments. Marshall Lattimore is going to be better improved once he hits this new season. You're going to have Sainristil a second year. You're going to have Trey Amos, who's been making headlines nationwide. So it's just great to see all these things developing for the Commanders. What do you guys think? Do you think Sainristil will take that next hurdle, that next leap? Can he make this Washington secondary elite? You guys let me know in the comments. But if anything breaks within the Commanders atmosphere, we covered right here on the channel. I'm Azael Mejía with Commander Digest, and I'll see you in the next video.